So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong.
Hey, what's up out there? It's me again. I actually really dig this song. As I'm getting older and I'm really growing an appreciation for the R&B sound. And yeah, I really dig this song. Brian McKnight and maybe some of these, a couple of other singers, I really need to give a proper shot because I dig their voices, I dig the sound, they threw in the harmonies, and that's something that I dig. Now, a lot of the song is 3-part harmonies, but they added a little bit more here and there. So let's get into it. If you are new to these videos, I like to do these where I try to dissect the harmonies as best as I can off the track and try to show you what's happening as far as harmonies. So let's start with the melody, and it goes something like this.
So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong.
So obviously, if you listen to this, you have 3 vocals, and you have the 3 singers, and they sing in unison, but then they branch off into harmonies, which is nice. And so you'll notice that it goes in and out of harmony, and goes into melody, then harmony, right? So here's the high harmony, and it goes something like this.
So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. Coming home, 'cause home is where I belong.
Alright, you guys know what time it is. What time is it? It's time to smash it up. Let's smash up the 2 vocals we just heard, and let's see what they sound like together.
So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong.
There's the low harmony. Something I do rather enjoy is that the harmonies, especially in the beginning, are not quiet at all, because the approach that they're going for with this is not creating blends to make it sound nice, but that in fact these 3 guys are singing together. You know what I mean? So like it might you might have harmonies to just sweeten up the melody, make it sound nice, have 2 little things that might help it. But these are, I think what they're trying to convey, especially at the beginning, is that there are 3 gentlemen singing and they're harmonizing with each other. So they made it pretty level. I love that, respect that. There is another harmony after this, which is 4, but I think it's just to make it like a bigger sound to add more of a oomph to it at this part. So, but here's the lower harmony to go something like this.
So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong.
Alright, now there's one last piece for the beginning part of the song, and it serves, it seems like it's just serving to make a bigger sound and make it more climactic at this part. And it's what I like to call a double high harmony because it's over top of the highest harmony. Later on in the song, they have a double high harmony that goes throughout the whole thing, and yeah, it goes something like this. It seems like it differs a little bit from the double low, not double low, from the one under the harmony. I feel like I'm picking up some what I like to call a perfect 4-part harmony, and it goes something like this.
Where love is waiting for me. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong.
Okay, so the second part of the song, or the last part of the song, I'll explain something really quick, then I'll just go through it really fast, because it's kind of what I just showed you, and I have guests downstairs at the moment, and I haven't seen them yet. Okay, so I'm coming back home. So what's happening is that you have these extra vocals they threw in to make it sound really cool. So you have vocals going, so I'm coming back home. But then you have other vocals holding that melody for a little bit longer. So instead of so I'm coming back home, it's so I'm coming back home. So it's just waiting for the beat. So I'm coming back home. But they wait for the next beat. So I'm coming back home. Right? So they're just waiting for the next beat to land a little bit later, but it creates a cool effect. Sounds like there's like a crowd singing. I do think the top harmony is a little bit different from how they performed it before, because it almost sounded like there was a perfect 4 there. This is how I figured it out, and so I'll just show it to you guys fast.
So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting. much too low. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. Home where love is waiting for me. This is where I want to be. Coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. Coming back home.
Alright, yeah, so I did just show it to you guys real fast there. Some of those notes were a little bit rough there. Sorry, I apologize. a little bit off key, but hopefully you get the sounds there. Yeah, I love the song. It's great. I want to learn it by heart. I don't know it by heart yet, but I want to. It'd be great to sing it, maybe even cover it. I love the end, and I love that guy's voice. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, once you have all that, you can do this.
So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong. So I'm coming back home, home where love is waiting for me. Been gone much too long. This is where I want to be. So I'm coming home, 'cause home is where I belong.
Okie dokie, I hope that you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. And yeah, maybe I can look into more Brian McKnight stuff. A lot of his stuff is that 90s R&B, a lot of harmony to it, and I dig that stuff. You know, the Boys to Men stuff, you know, that kind of thing. The 90s were a great time for music, early 2000s. You know, I dig that sound, so definitely should check it out more. If anyone has recommendations of, you know, some more of the R&B stuff where there's a lot of the harmony stuff, please let me know, because I really like to explore that stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace and love and ice cream cake. God bless.